Have you ever noticed that the things you used to enjoy just don't feel the same anymore? The same conversations, the same environments, even the same kinds of people. Nothing is wrong exactly, but something feels different. And it can be confusing because, on the surface, your life might look the same, but internally, there's been a shift. You might find yourself losing interest in certain conversations, feeling drained by things that used to feel normal, wanting more depth but not knowing exactly what that means, or pulling back without a clear reason. And because it's subtle, it's easy to question yourself. Am I becoming too distant? Am I overthinking things? Why can't I just enjoy this like I used to? But what's often happening here isn't disconnection, it's growth. As your awareness develops, your nervous system starts responding differently to what you're experiencing. Things that once felt engaging might now feel repetitive, surface level, slightly misaligned. Not because those things are bad, but because you're perceiving them differently now. You're noticing more. You're picking up on tone beneath words, emotional dynamics in conversations, patterns in how people relate. And once you start seeing those things, it's hard to unsee them. So something interesting begins to happen. You don't just change what you think, you change what you're drawn to. You might start craving more meaningful conversations, more presence, more authority, more depth. But here's the part that often goes unspoken. There's usually a period where you haven't fully found what resonates yet. So you're in between, not fully connected to what you used to enjoy, but not fully grounded in what's next. And that space can feel isolating, unclear, even a little uncomfortable. You might look around and think, why does this feel different for me now, when it doesn't seem to for others? But this is actually a very natural part of growth. You're not just changing your preferences, you're refining your perception. And as that happens, your system begins to orient toward what feels real, what feels aligned, and what feels meaningful, even if you can't fully articulate it yet. So instead of trying to force yourself to go back, or judging yourself for changing, there's something simple you can start noticing. When something no longer resonates, instead of asking, what's wrong with me? Try asking, what is it about this that no longer fits? Because that question begins to shift you from confusion into understanding. And over time, that clarity builds. You start recognizing what actually energizes you, what feels aligned, and what kinds of environments support you. And slowly, what once felt like disconnection starts to feel like direction. If this is something you've been noticing, that quiet shift in what draws you in, you're not alone in that. There are other people going through a similar transition. And inside the community, we explore a lot of these kinds of shifts, especially around awareness, perception, and how it changes the way we relate to others. You can join us through the link in the description. And for now, just notice what feels different, not as a problem to solve, but as something that's beginning to show you where you're going.